you.
Right there.
Oh, dead.
One.
What?
This coming with us.
Dude! They're good at this.
No, bro.
Yeah, you suck at driving! No heals, by the way.
One left, one left. To your right, right behind you, behind you, behind you. Come here, come here. Yes! Yes!
Okay, I stole the car.
Sorry.
No, he's 1 HP.
Fuck, he just jumped in the window.
Oh, that was all my ammo, bruh.
Wow.
Oh, jeez. What a fucking bitch, dude. My life.
I'm lightheaded a little bit right now. Hold on.
Now, as you guys on YouTube saw, this game is amazing. It is beautiful. It is buggy. It is crafted with love, compassion, and enjoyment. It is something that I feel as though the devs worked on and enjoyed working on it. I could be totally wrong about that. But the point is, this game is amazing, but it is also faulty. Hence this video. Now, I was somebody who had no idea what this game was before release. I didn't even understand it. Then the alpha dropped. I'm like, okay, I'll try it. And I put 67 hours into this game. And it was phenomenal. Before the video gets started, I'm sponsored by myself. Twitch.tv/Naksaol if you guys want to go check me out. These things up in the top left corner are things that you guys could make me do if you subscribe. Other than that, let's get into the video. Thank you to our sponsor, but let's start off with the characters. Fate trigger characters. Top to bottom, best to worst, worst to best. I don't know how we're going to do this, but you guys are about to see. So, starting it off, we have one of the worst characters, and this is going by comp and not casual play. I will explain everything as we continue. So, we're going to have comp and we're going to have casual. These are the characters that are good with competitive play. These are the good characters that are good with casual, and then we're going to rank their ults, Qs, and passive 1 to 7. 1 being the best, 7 being the worst, because there are 7 characters currently. Let's start off with one of the worst competitive characters. Now, again, this is my opinion, but I feel like my opinion is very strong and it makes a lot of sense. If you have an argument, comment it down below and maybe the devs or I or other people will read it and they will have a change of heart. That is assuming the devs don't like her. All these characters are crafted well. There's nothing bad about their artistic design. Everything about them is fucking gorgeous. Let's talk about Wind Ranger, her ultimate, her Q, and her passive. Her ultimate is good for repositioning, but there's cars in the game, so I don't really see a point in having that. Casual, it's really cool to scout for kills. I really feel like that is a high value ultimate. Her ultimate's dope. Her Q is the worst thing in the game, in my opinion. She uses her Q and then she just gets fucking beamed out of the air, especially with the factor of having super bad servers right now. So if the servers get fixed, maybe her Q will be better. But in the term of like where it stands with everybody else, it's the worst Q in the game. Let's go in order of ult, Q, passive, comp, casual. Her ultimate is 5 out of 7. So it's 5th in the running of characters. Her Q is 7 out of 7, meaning it's the worst Q in the game, which I stand by. Passive, 3 out of 7. Comp, 7 out of 7. Casual, 5 out of 7. Now, why is her comp so bad? I just explained it. All of her abilities are trash. They don't help your team in it for a bit. The only thing she can do is reposition, but just use cars. Honestly, cars is meta anyway. Casual, she's fun as hell to play. Like I said, she can scout for kills. That's why she's 5 out of 7. Okay, moving on, we have Eos. Eos is fun as hell in casual. She's honestly one of the most fun characters in casual to exist. She's an attacking character just like the last character we went over. And she is beautiful, but she is very weak in competitive. And we obviously don't know competitive yet, so maybe she'll be strong. But in the terms of like the idea of like team play and working together, she is the most selfish character in the game. And that's why for competitive, she's 6 out of 7, almost the worst character, right behind Sorwin, who is the worst character in the game. Her ultimate is weak and boring. Change it. Her Q, 6 out of 7. It's a cool Q, but in all reality, it's kind of useless. It doesn't help your team at all. It's very pointless for competitive play. Again, these are based around competitive in a sense. Her passive, again, increases her Q usage, which I think is super cool. It makes it 5 out of 7. Her competitive, 6 out of 7. Her casual, 1 out of 7. She is super fun in Cas. She has really cool Q for Cas. She has really cool passive for casual, and her ultimate isn't bad for casual. The only thing you're going to be good at is flanking, and you have to be a good player, and that's very... Why would you play her if you can play a better character and be still a good player? Continuing, we have Jiva, also known as something flame. Buff her ult. I don't know why her ult is the way it is. It's slow, it's boring, it doesn't do enough damage, it's garbage. For her character design, she's an attacker. I don't feel like the ult fits. I feel like a Molly would be better. I've talked about this again with other streamers and other creators for this game, and I definitely feel like a Molly would be better. But if you're going to keep her ult the way it is, then please make her a defender, because her Q is also a defensive ability, and as well as her passive is garbage. Change her passive to something where her flames heal her or something else, just something like that. That would be a really cool character design. She is definitely has so much potential, but gosh damn, her ult is garbage. Her Q is beautiful. Ultimate, she's 7 out of 7. It's garbage. It's the worst Q in the game. It's the worst ult in the game. It's so bad. It doesn't do enough damage. It's just bad. The only thing it's good for is taking Bunny Girl off of her freaking tower. Her Q, 3 out of 7. Honestly, it's third place for a reason. It's an amazing Q. Flame Wall in the end zone, mid zone, in the middle of the open is really good, and it blocks nades. I think that's a really cool idea. So I don't know why you guys messed up on her passive so much, making it a 7 out of 7. Who cares about bullet or change of flames? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Okay? There are better attachments that you can use on guns. I don't know why you would suffer by doing that. It's not like it's horrible, but it's just not good. It's just not, nobody cares. Okay? Comp, 4 to 5 out of 7. The reason she's 4 to 5 is because she can be interswapped with Nase. The only reason I put Nase above her in this list specifically is because Nase has a better loadout. Ultimate, Q, passive, casual. Everything is better, okay? Just make her better, please. She has such good potential. She's the most beautiful character in the game, okay? If it went by looks, she's number 1. She's gorgeous. She is an amazing character, and her attitude is awesome. Moving on, we have Nase, okay? Nase is super cool, and Nase is one of the cutest characters in the game. If it went by cuteness, Nase wins by a landslide, okay? It's not even close. Her ultimate is the number 1 ultimate in the game. She could still use a buff, because to be honest, it's kind of like hard to use it to the maximum potential when you don't have an increased time or speed in the ult. I think that would help a lot. But other than that, if you don't want to touch it, that's fine. She does not need a buff. She's a perfect character. Her Q is beautiful. It's 5 out of 7. We'll go over that in a second. Her passive, team player. She's an awesome character. Anyway, let's go in order like we have been. Ultimate, 1 out of 7. She has a fucking second life, and she gains health back and gets to fight again. Q, 5 out of 7. It's not what makes her really strong. Her Q is mainly the little guys who jump out and attack people and stun them. The thing she's riding. Passive, 1 out of 7. Her passive is what makes her super strong. It allows for her team to get a buff in speed in the water and her to get a buff in speed in the water, which makes her super valuable in fights and team fights. She's an awesome character. For comp, she's 4 out of 5 to 7, just tied with Jiva, simply due to the factor that Jiva has the Flame Wall, which is one of the most broken Qs in this game for endgame, midgame, and that helps out a lot. And Nase doesn't really have anything that gives her cover. She just has a second life and speed, which speed is super good for dodging shots, but if you're versing competitive players who are good at the game, it's not gonna help you that much. So making her kind of still a selfish character, as most attackers are. Casual, she's 2 out of 7 because, in my opinion, Eos and her are just super fun to play if you're just trying to absolutely steamroll the lobby. Coming into the top 3, we have our beautiful girl, Starhopper. She's awesome. She's fun to play. Her Q is good. Her ult is good. Her passive is good. She is a perfectly balanced character, unless you're in a house. Ultimate, 4 out of 7. Q, 4 out of 7. Passive, 3 out of 7. Competitive play, 3 out of 7. Casual, 6 out of 7. Her ultimate is a giant tower that she can sit in. It's beautiful. It's fun to play in, but it's not broken. Number 2, we have Huxley, also known as Shadow. So this is one of the most perfect scan characters. Honestly, her passive is okay, but also doesn't work every time. That is the only thing that I have to complain about her. Everything else is very good about her. I think she's perfect. I think her Q time is a great wait time considering how broken it is. I think her ultimate is beautiful considering her the type of character she is. It pairs perfectly. So let's start. Ultimate, 3 out of 7. She is 3rd in the list of best ultimates, right behind the top person and Nase. Nase being number 1, the top person being number 2. Her Q, 2 out of 7. Her Q is the second best thing in the game because it allows you to see characters through walls, through smokes, through anything. It's amazing. It's a sonar. Her passive is 6 out of 7 because her passive doesn't work every time. It's glitchy and it's honestly just not that great. But I think if they fix it, it might be better. Her competitive play is 2 out of 7 and her casual is 4 out of 7. Competitive is 2 out of 7 due to the factor that she is an insane scan character. She is a fun casual character. She's mid. She's not an insanely fun character because she doesn't just steamroll the lobby, but she's also very, very valuable in casual just due to the factor that you can see people through walls. Makes your life a lot easier and makes you less stressed. Now, on to the number 1 character in the game. One of the most perfect healers I've ever seen in a video game other than Lifeline on release. Okay, she was broken, but like, who cares? We have Camille, also known as Creation02. She is an amazing healer. Her ult is a little overpowered, lower the range a bit, but other than that, she is beautiful. Her ultimate is 2 out of 7, putting her at second best ultimate in the game with the ability to have your teammates teleport to you and then you res them. So say they push out in the open and die. If they're within your limit of meter, like if they're within the meters that they need to be, they can teleport to you inside a house where you're safe. Your Q, her Q is 1 out of 7. The healing Q allows you to heal them and yourself. One other player and yourself. She has 2 of these and it comes back fast. So I think that is a little broken, but I love it for the fact that she is a healer. That's what it should be. Passive, 2 out of 7. She can heal her teammates from a distance, making it so she can be behind cover and they can be in a smoke, or they can be quite far. She can be behind cover and heal them in the middle of the open in case she doesn't want to peek herself, but she wants to peek them. You know what I mean? She is a really dope character. She's team play and solo play. It's just beautiful. Competitive, 1 out of 7. Casual, 3 out of 7. Competitive, 1 out of 7. Do I need to say it? She's literally the only healer in the game and the best healer I've seen in a game. Casual, I mean, you can heal yourself in 1v4s or 1v3s or 1v4s, 1v5s, whatever. You can literally heal yourself. That has been Fate Trigger characters. Who you should play, who you shouldn't play, what should change, and what shouldn't change. If you guys disagree or agree, comment down below. Remember, this is all opinion based. Alrighty guys, after that we have the Fate Trigger guns. Each gun has their own industries and this is a super important part of the game and I would love to touch on this in a very extreme fashion, but as it is the alpha, I'm only going to touch on things quickly and say what they're good at and what they're bad at if I think it's important to know. Other than that, without further ado, let's talk about these both guns. Also, official site down below for Fate Trigger if you want to follow along on their site, top to bottom. Starting it off, we have the C&L Industries, and first in that list, we have CL4 AR, also known as one of the best ARs in the game. It's medium to use, perfect close range, great far range, S tier gun. CL Raffle AR, hard to use, okay close range, great far range, and it's an A tier gun. The CL24 SR is a sniper rifle. It's the only other sniper rifle in the game beside the Educator, also known as the Adjudicator. Medium to use, meh close range, obviously, amazing far range, and it is a B tier gun, chat. Do you want to know why it's a B tier gun? Because it gets outshined by every other gun in the game long range, to be honest. And it's also very hard to confirm your kills. I think up the fire rate on this gun and it'll probably be a little bit better. CL Monolith LMG, care package weapon, so it's obviously going to be goated. I don't really care for it. It's easy to use, great close range, great far range. It's an A tier gun, obviously. It's in the care package. Otherwise, I don't really know. After that, we have the next industry called MOTS Systems. And the first gun in that list is called the Gladiator AR. Hard to use, great close range, perfect far range, an S tier gun. Another AR being S tier is crazy, but I love this gun. Don't change it. Paragon SMG is after that. It is medium to use, perfect close range, met far range. It's an A tier gun simply due to the factor that there's no point in picking it up over a lot of other guns, but if you like the Paragon, you're gonna love the Paragon, so it's an A tier gun. After that, we have the worst SMG in the game and probably honestly the worst gun in the game called the Pulsar SMG. Supposedly the reload is bugged. I don't know because I barely use the gun, maybe 5 times out of my 300 games I think I played or whatever. And yeah, it's just you're just if you use it. Mad close range, the worst far range, tied worst, sorry. It's an F tier gun. After that, we have the Beastbuster SG, also known as a shotgun, and the only shotgun in the game. This is the perfect example of how a shotgun should be created. It has the potential to one-shot close range, but absolutely sucks past a certain distance. To me, this gun is tied for the worst in far range, but it is perfect close range, probably tied for number 1. S tier gun 100% all of the way. That it makes 3 S tiers, 1... Oh, fuck. Okay. Okay. Moving on, we have the rear guard LMG, the 5th gun in this list of guns. It has great damage, no recoil, but it's balanced with a slow mobility and slow rate of fire. Easy to use, okay close range, amazing far range, an A tier gun at its fucking core. P.S. I'm sorry, my daughter is in the background, so if you do hear her, my apologies. But you are being blessed, so know that. Alright, next up we have the Corvo Armaments, also known as the Two Great Scholars. We have the Jackson SMG as the first gun in the list. This is an amazing gun with a great mag size, good hip fire, and a decent fire rate. Above par damage output, easy to use, good close range, amazing fire range, S tier gun all of the way, making that the first SMG in S tier. The next gun is the DMR. I don't need to say the full name. It's a DMR. It's the only DMR in the game. It's the best gun in the game. This gun needs a nerf. Genuinely, it's the only gun in the game that genuinely needs a nerf or a buff, anything. Either change the damage output or lower the fire rate, because this thing is a monster. In any lobby that you play in, if this exists, no one is safe, okay? Either you nerf it or you don't touch it. Easy to use, good close range, #1 gun far range. Like it's just the best gun for distance. SS tier gun, the only SS tier gun in this game. Nerf it. As the last category, known as the Source Armory, is the only gun in this list is known as the Adjudicator, also known as Educator. It is a sniper rifle. There are 2 sniper rifles in this game. This is one of them. And this is the best sniper I've ever seen in a game. As I say in this script, don't touch this gun. It is the most perfect gun in gaming history. Medium to use, close range is but not horrible. Perfect long range, perfect tier gun. Seriously, do not touch this gun unless it comes out of the care package. Otherwise, it is perfect. That concludes the guns. Hopefully you guys understand what I mean, what I want to change, what's good, and what's bad. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. How would you rank the guns? Next up, we have one of the most important lists, obviously, to help out the devs and to help out the amazing team that is giving out Amazon gift cards for this specific category, and that is known as Fate Trigger glitches. If you guys want to go ahead and maybe win an Amazon gift card because you have some glitches and some knowledge about the game, go ahead and join their official Discord, Fate Trigger, the Novita Discord down below, and you guys can go ahead and let them know and have a chance of winning some Amazon gift cards. And if you don't want to join the official Discord, you guys can go ahead and join my Discord that I've created for the community of Fate Trigger called Novita Chill Zone. It is an awesome place to chill, hang out with people on Fate Trigger, and talk about different games or Fate Trigger. Enjoy yourself, get content on Fate Trigger, get streamers, get YouTubers, and get to know the community. Hopefully you guys want to do that, and if you do, definitely check the link down below because anybody is welcome. Now, I don't remember every glitch because, to be honest, I was just enjoying the game. I wasn't sitting there nitpicking. It's an alpha. It's going to have glitches. I don't give a fuck. Glitch number 1, game doesn't work with AMD. Obviously, it's an alpha. Problems exist, but this should be the main concern. Please, let my AMD brothers play with me. And if you were an AMD player and you could play, let the brothers who couldn't play with me, bruh. Glitch number 2, game doesn't render fast enough and it takes an extra 30 seconds to land, causing me to lose gunfights at the beginning of the game. Loot! Now, competitive drop in this issue still exists. I would cry. But as it is pubs, it's fine. It's okay. I played 67 hours of this game. Evidently, I didn't give a f glitch existed. But if you fix it, that would be awesome. Glitch number 4, doors sometimes don't open right away. I really would appreciate if it got fixed. A specific clip. Bro, the door wouldn't open. The door wouldn't open. The door wouldn't open. Glitch number 5 is not a horrible glitch, nor is it a bad glitch, and maybe it was intended, but jumping off the map is basically like using Wind Ranger's ultimate, making her ult obsolete, because you could just go ahead and fly at the same level. The only thing that's different is that you can't fly straight up, but you get to jump off the map and basically get the same height that you would get with Wind Ranger. Glitch number 6, cars can get stuck together. Didn't really see this myself, but I heard about it. Basically, if you drive under another car, it has the chance to automatically make that car get stuck. I think that's kind of dumb. I feel like that's something that should just be fixed. Glitch number 7, guns don't shoot when I pull it out, then try and pull the trigger even though I am aiming down sights. That is super annoying. If I'm aiming down sights and shooting the gun, it should shoot. Maybe this is a network issue just because the servers in the NA or NA East, NA West just aren't good in general. The US just does not have good servers for this game, and hopefully those get better in general, but that's a different thing entirely. Lastly, for the last glitch on this list, glitch number 8, bouncers on Starhopper's ult don't work. This is just a simple one and a very easy one probably to fix or something. And maybe, again, this is a connection issue, but is annoying. If I'm trying to hit the bouncer and I can't hit the bouncer and somebody's shooting at me, GG's. Glitches fucking suck, but this is an alpha. So please understand that these will be fixed when the game releases. And if they are not, they will continue to be fixed as the game is released. Alright guys, let's talk about it. Fate Trigger gameplay changes. Things that should be added, things that should be changed, increased, decreased, anything you can think of. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Now, for any of you who made it this far, let's start off this long and tedious list. Do some fucking socializing, networking, get your shit out there, please. Games do not network enough nowadays. Please, man. Get streamers to play it, get YouTubers to play it, get everybody to play it. This game deserves love, this game deserves viewership. Change player count, speed up zones, or make the map smaller. Either do one of these or do nothing, because the game is fine, but these will definitely increase the game's enjoyment as the game will speed up and it'll be a lot more enjoyable, other than me running around an entire fucking map seeing my kilometers go to 5.0. Bro, like, this isn't a running simulator. Please do one of these. Speed up zones, make map smaller, or change the player count. Doors, please have an automatic door opener setting. Just let me open doors automatically. Please make mantling like Call of Duty or something else that makes mantling better, makes it work. Shields, please give us a shield off spawn, maybe a white shield, or just don't do anything because it's fine. Just make end lag go away. No need for roll or slide mechanic. The game is the way the game is for a reason. If you add that, it changes the entirety of the game. I don't give a what anybody says. It just does not make it fun. EOS, change her ult to something more interesting for a character who can literally bend light. Jiva, change her ult to something more fitting of her character design, or buff her ult. Sorwin, make her Q directional. Allow her to jump in any direction she wants as long as it's going up. Also, get rid of end lag. Passive can stay the same or change it to her being able to shoot while falling. Do one of those things. Make sure her end lag is gone, because if her end lag stays the same, her passive is poopy. So change her passive if you're going to keep end lag. After that, DMR should be nerfed. And then that last thing on this, please change in-game things, is nerf Camille's ultimate. Make it a little bit less of a radius so people can't teleport from 200 meters away, because that is crazy. This is other people's opinions, not really mine. I just thought it was a cool thing to add. I like her ultimate. Now that we went over everything that I think they should genuinely do for the improvement of their game, let's go over things I think they should add, but in my own opinion. Things that I think would be great. Even if they don't exist, I think they'd be cool. Let's get into it. Have ranked on release. Have customs on release. Hi! Have in-game tournaments, such as Fortnite does. Have amazing skins in the Battle Pass. Please don't make a shit Battle Pass. It's not that hard, bro. Please. Listen to your community. Fix optimization. Keep being amazing. Add content daily. Ranked rewards. Give the ones who love your game a reason to continue loving your game until they can't love it anymore. Global leaderboards, local leaderboards, and region leaderboards, and friends leaderboards. Leaderboard tabs such as KD, kills, deaths, assists, damage, game modes, ranked, revives, favorite guns, wins, losses. All this is just an idea, but any of them would be cool. Special rewards for in-game tourneys if you have them. Give alpha players their own fancy tag or gun skin or character skin. Come on, support the supporters. Literally, it could be a tag. It does not have to be anything cool. You could just give us a cool tag that glows or something that says Alpha 1.0. I don't know, or Alpha 0.1. Yeah, you know, the first of the first. Or give us like when we load it in. I don't know, that'd be cool. Like Alpha number 55. I was like number maybe like 99. You know, give us when we joined. That'd be fucking cool. Damage badges, kill badges, assist badges. Esports for this game, please. Please add a fucking firing range day one, bro. Anime collab day one. Replay system. A great cheat blocker, also known as the great anti-cheat. A pistol. And a pistol! All in all, I have super high hopes for this game and would love it to strive and be made into a huge game on release. No matter what though, I will grind and grind and grind harder than anyone, because this game has made me enjoy gaming again. I love the little mechanics such as stats, the ability to see past games with ease, the gunplay, the way the movement feels other than end lag. I love the abilities, I love the characters, I love the map design, and how it makes me feel like I am playing a Genshin, but as an FPS shooter, bro. In this game, there's a lot that needs to be fixed, as we played what was an incomplete version of the game. But even with the game being in one of its earliest forms and being buggy, laggy, slow, unplayable for some people, bots running around everywhere, and AI, just kidding. But even with all of these issues, this game is still one of the best and most fun games I have played in the last year of gaming. And I loved every moment of my 67-hour, 30-hour stream grind in this alpha. P.S. I stream 30 hours straight. Go check it out on my Twitch, twitch.tv/Naksaol. Now, I am just one person. One human. One 21-year-old father. But to me, this game, if it listens to its fans, updates the game, adds amazing content, and does amazing god-level networking. This game could be one of the best anime games that have been released in the past. No, the entirety of gaming. FPSs, okay? Relax. Before we conclude this video, if you have any ideas or cool notions to add on to this long and tedious list of ideas, concerns, thoughts, then either drop them down below in the comments or join the new and insane Fate Trigger the Novita Vibe Cord with the Discord link below. Thank you, Fate Trigger devs, for allowing us to play this game with this much potential and genuine enjoyment. That has been the good, the bad, and the everything. Fate Trigger the Novita.